I was 12, we were leaving Loretta's, and I had just gotten 6th for the 2nd year in a row there. And my dad sat down with me, had a serious talk, and said, if you want to pursue this and take it to the next level, these are steps we're gonna have to take. If you're willing to do it, let's do it and get it on. Next year, got 4th. Following year, I won my first championship there in 125 youth. It took 2 years of riding 5 days a week, burning 5 gallons of gas a day. I rode a lot at Bithlo and Dade City, Gainesville, and Waldo Motorsports. I put in a lot of hours there. I grew up in Geneva, rode dirt bikes and 4-wheelers for fun, never took it serious. 9 years old, got my first real dirt bike and did a couple races, and it grew from there. I'm about 18 years into it. Once me and him sat down and decided this is what we're going to go for, he set his expectations for the amount of work that I put in, and we both knew what we wanted, and we both worked very hard to get it. When we first set out, my goal was to turn pro when I was 16 and have a couple learning years, get on a factory team, and build my name and brand up enough that I could have a successful motocross school after my retirement. Ended up turning pro at 17, had a lot of injuries, did exactly what I wanted. I stayed on small satellite teams for a couple years, ended up inking a deal with Hart and Huntington, pun intended. And you know, I took a step down the last year and ended up getting hurt and decided to hang it up.
Oh yeah, I need teeth on my front.
I had originally planned on racing in 2012 and was getting ready to sign my deal, and went to go get a final checkup on my leg, and doctor told me that my leg was too crooked, the bone wasn't healed, and this was after 9 months, and that I needed to have another surgery, completely re-break my leg and straighten it. At that point is the time I got my leg fixed and called it quits. It was absolutely devastating. My entire life had been dirt bikes, and you go fast, you make money, and hopefully make enough money to retire and do motocross schools. It was a big eye-opener for me, and I definitely had to reassess my life and what I wanted to do.
Immediately have regrets about even driving. Great.
10 seconds.
I tried to race motocross kind of halfway with having a full-time job. I started working for my dad's AC company, and I didn't enjoy it anymore. The fight and it's really like an ego deal. Biggest ego, the guy who refuses to lose generally wins, and I had lost that fight, and I did a lot of work on myself whenever I retired, and I lost that kind of edge to me. And FTR seemed like a perfect balance because I love riding my dirt bike. I can ride my dirt bike and shoot some cool photos and shoot some peace signs when I see a camera in the middle of the woods and just keep on trucking. Whenever I realized, you know, I'm gonna try to take FTR a little bit more serious, still only put a couple hours a week into it. He was the first call I made. Ended up, I know that they're top of the line products, and I got my bike through Cycle Sports Center and Dave Wagner, and Mahilo hooked up everything else on that bike for me. For so many years, my only focus was Supercross and shaving milliseconds off of my riding style and doing the same repetitive thing. With FTR, you never know what the next corner brings, even at the last lap of a hare scramble. You know, they can change a section, something's gonna be different, there's gonna be a bike in the way. So it definitely keeps me on my toes a lot more, and I can't zone out. Worst thing is not winning. Either not winning or the driving. There's a lot of drive time, and if they were closer, there'd be a lot less of a commitment. But the driving and cleanup's the worst part. The best I've done is second. And I'm getting closer to Garrett, but he's done this for a long time, and the dude knows what he's doing in the woods, and it shows every week in and week out, and it shows with the success he's had. That's definitely my goal, is to beat him. And even if it's not him, if it's Clay or if it's Ron or Scott, my goal is to win with as minimal amount of effort as possible. So he has a lot of knowledge, and I definitely enjoy pacing him and racing with him. The atmosphere of everybody's there for the same reason, of having fun, you know, laughing, and, you know, just railing a couple of good turns, and that laughter and the unbiased joy that riding a dirt bike brings people. They haven't lost that like the motocross community has, trying to be cool and fit in, and, you know, who has the flattest bill or the tallest black socks. You know, FTR's a come as you are, bring what you brung, and have some fun along the way. Atmosphere, that's exactly what I was looking for. It feels good people think I have a future. I really don't know. I took over my dad's AC company at the beginning of the year, which was a huge shocker for me. And before that, I had gotten a couple offers to do enduro crosses, and I put a lot of thought into it, and a couple offers to race in Brazil. But for where I'm at in my life, you know, I think FTR is perfect for me. If I got an offer to do GNCCs, I wouldn't take it. I'd like to be home. I've lived that life, and I'm happy giving it 1-2 days of effort and racing on the weekends and hanging out with, you know, some really good people. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot of different lifestyles, and I think that's helped me grow into the person I am today, knowing that, you know, just because one person or the rest of the community that you're involved in does something doesn't mean that's right, or doesn't mean that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of other countries, a lot of other people that live their life a lot more logically and smart, and you can never look down upon that. I'm never going to move from Florida, and if I do, I won't move far. I like the enduros because they're slower. It's a lot slower pace and more technical, and I've crashed enough going fast to know how bad it hurts and what the repercussions are. And the slower and tighter it is, the happier I am and the more confident I am. The last Apollo hair scramble, I crashed 6 times and missed 2 double greens. So my advice would be to not take mine. Thank you for everybody kind of accepting me in. I appreciate everybody getting to know me and giving me the fair chance. It's very nice and refreshing.